On the evening of June 24, 2026, two earthquakes struck Venezuela within 40 seconds of each other.
At least 164 people have been killed, but that number is expected to rise. Officials say the magnitude...
And nothing would be the same again. The first hit at 6:04 in the evening, local time.
Y bueno, hay bastante humo, ¿verdad?
Magnitude 7.2, epicenter near San Felipe, roughly 160 kilometers west of the capital, Caracas.
Edificio, se cayeron edificios. Miren cómo está eso. Terremoto hoy en Caracas, el 24 de junio de 2026, por aquí en esta zona de...
At a depth of 22 kilometers, the ground shook violently across the entire northern region. Then, before anyone had time to process what just happened, the second quake arrived. Magnitude 7.5, shallower, more powerful. Centered just southeast of the town of Yumar, also in Yaracuy State, and according to seismologists, this was not just another earthquake. This was the largest seismic event ever recorded in Venezuelan history. The strongest the country had experienced in more than 125 years. The timing could not have been worse. Reports indicated that nearly every high-rise in the vicinity
country in more than a century.
Maddie Gannon has the latest.
Rescue efforts
had either been severely damaged or brought down entirely. Simon Bolivar International Airport, the main gateway in and out of Venezuela, sustained heavy structural damage and was immediately shut down. All arriving and departing flights were suspended indefinitely. Footage from inside the terminal circulated widely on social media, showing ceiling panels and debris raining down onto the departures hall as passengers ran in every direction, abandoning luggage.
Mira este desastre. Este es Maiquetía. ¿Los ascensores dónde están?
Looking for exits, looking for safety.
¿Ascensor dónde están?
Looking for exits, looking for safety. At the Hospital de Clínicas in Caracas, staff were ordered to double their overnight shifts to handle the wave of incoming patients. The corridors were dark. Ceiling panels hung loose overhead.
Can't even always wash their hands. And without
plaster and dust covered the floors. Nurses and doctors worked by flashlight in some sections of the building.
Caracas, there is no power. This is a private hospital. They do have a generator, but it's not enough power to power.
The hospital was treating victims while simultaneously managing its own structural damage, unsure whether the building itself was still safe to occupy. Collapses were reported far beyond the capital. The states of Trujillo, Carabobo, Aragua, and Miranda all reported significant structural damage. The coastal city of La Guaira, situated just below Caracas along the Caribbean coast, was also heavily affected. For a country already struggling with years of economic hardship and crumbling infrastructure, the earthquake hit a system that had very little margin left. Venezuela sits at the tectonic boundary where the Caribbean plate collides with the South American plate. That collision is not head-on. It is oblique, a grinding, sliding interaction that builds enormous stress along a series of fault systems running across the country's northern region. The most significant of these is the Bocono El Pilar fault system, a network of right lateral faults stretching approximately 1,300 kilometers along Venezuela's entire northern coastline. This is not a new fault. It is not an unknown one. The same system produced devastating earthquakes in 1610 and again in 1894. Geologists had long identified this zone as one of the most seismically dangerous in northern South America. But Venezuela, unlike Chile or Mexico or Japan, does not live with the constant reminder of earthquake risk. Tremors are rare. Major events are generational. That unfamiliarity made the disaster all the more shocking for a population that had no framework, no drills,